Joining us now is Ojineka, Jinx Okpe, with stories trending around the world. Hello, Jinx.
That's how you get on Fridays. Both my names, Jinx, Dr. Abati. Happy Friday.
Yeah,
how are you?
I'm good.
Great.
Thank you.
Good morning, Miss Floral. Beautiful Tundu Abiola. How are you this morning?
Gorgeous. I'm very well.
You know how I get on Fridays. I
Your
always have to,
favorite day.
yes. Good morning, Rufai.
You know I get on Fridays, just tapping the rich energy from both of you here, sitting in the middle. Dr. Abati, you know I'm a very blessed man.
Oh, yes.
You would like to change
Blessed
positions
among
for a bit, just to come try this out, this good feel?
Maybe we should do that next week. Well, all right.
You know, I'm a woman-friendly.
Sit down there, don't come and enjoy what I'm enjoying.
Am I not woman-friendly?
Yes, you are.
Certainly are.
Our Dr. Abati. Well, all right.
Dr. Ruben Dele?
No, I will send a petition to the Inspector General of Police. As part of the punishment for that man, you should drop the name Ruben. I'll not
I agree with you.
Disrepute.
I'll help sign that petition with you.
It's not fit to be called Ruben.
Dr. Ruben Dele?
Well, all right. Good morning to you, viewers. Here are some of the stories that are trending across the globe. In the United States, former President Donald Trump on Thursday sued his rival in the 2016 U.S. presidential election, Hillary Clinton, and several other Democrats, alleging that they tried to rig that election by tying his campaign to Russia. The lawsuit covers a long list of grievances Trump aired during his 4 years in the White House. And Nigeria's Dr. Toyin Tofade last Wednesday became the first black woman to serve as president of Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences in the college's 141-year history. Dr. Tofade, who received a Bachelor's of Pharmacy from the Obafemi Awolowo University, is now the 10th president of the college and will begin her term on July 1st, 2022. In the United Kingdom, a video of a man jumping over the balcony of a building at the London Heathrow Airport in an alleged attempt to avoid deportation has gone viral. Under sports, 4 times Grand Slam champion Naomi Osaka defeated Germany's Angelique Kerber in a one-sided clash of 2 former world number ones to reach the 3rd round of the Miami Open on Thursday. The victory was Osaka's first against Kerber since the 2017 U.S. Open. It also marked Osaka's first win over a top 20 player since last year's Miami Open. Finally, under entertainment, Academy Award winner Halle Berry has opened up about the lack of inclusion of black women in this year's Academy Awards, especially in the Best Actress category, where no black woman was nominated. The Oscar winner, who is still the only black actress to have won the Best Actress category in the Academy's 94-year history on Thursday, told the New York Times that her win did not open doors for other actresses, and the fact that there is no one standing next to her is heartbreaking. The 94th Academy Awards will air this Sunday on ABC.
And the Oscar goes to Halle Berry in Monsters Ball.
This moment is for every nameless, faceless woman of color that now has a chance because his door tonight has been opened. Okay, wait a minute, I gotta take this 74 years here, okay, I gotta take this time.
Well, let's begin what's trending with reactions trailing former Governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi's declaration to contest the presidency in the 2023 general election. Well, the former governor made the declaration on Thursday at a meeting with traditional rulers in Okpe, the Anambra capital. Well, according to him, if given the opportunity, he will unite Nigeria and ensure steady inflow of investment into the country. Well, Peter Obi, who was a running mate to Atiku Abubakar in the 2019 presidential elections, attended Atiku's declaration event on Wednesday To the surprise of many Nigerians who had been speculating that he would declare his intention to run for the presidency in 2023, here is what he had to say about his attendance at Atiku's declaration.
The reason why I'm here is that this is a new politics. As you know, I play politics differently. For me, politics is not a war, it's a relationship. And Atiku is my leader, he was my boss and a senior brother. If he invites me for anything, I'll attend. Aspiring does not say I should not keep my relationship that is very cordial and everything. I'm aspiring. But remember, I always say, Atiku is a unifier. He believes in Nigeria. He's a good man. And every time he invites me for anything, I'll be there. That notwithstanding, I'm aspiring. I want to serve Nigeria.
Oh, I think he's such a great, great man, Tundu Abiola. I wish him luck.
Right. I think that the fact that he went to former Vice President Alhaji Atiku's declaration is really important, and it shows, before anybody could start to speculate that there's any kind of rift between them, it shows quite clearly that there isn't. And I think it's just a case of may the best man win. We don't have to have this politics of division and bitterness, but more important than that is what he has to offer Nigerians, which I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot more. What he's talked about is about lifting the country out of poverty. We are in economic dire straits. That is what interests me right now more than any other thing.
I love that soundbite. I thought it was important to highlight.
Yes, I agree with you that Mr. Peter Obi, former governor of Anambra State, is trying to send a message across that politics has to be about loyalty first and foremost. He made the point that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar is his boss, or was his boss, his senior. You'll recall that in 2019, Vice President Atiku Abubakar, at the time when many major political figures in the East were opposed to Peter Obi being chosen as a running mate on the platform of the PDP, candidate of the party, former VP Atiku Abubakar, chose him. Yes, they didn't win at the end of the day, but they had an impressive outing of over 10 million votes in that presidential election. So he went there, to support his former boss, but then he left the place and went on to also declare. And I hope that people will take that message about loyalty.
Yes.
It doesn't matter that the two of them are running together. Let them go to the primaries together. Let the people of Nigeria decide. That's one major take from there. Two, in declaring, he went to Okpe, he declared in Okpe, addressing the people of Okpe. He indicated that charity begins at home. Yes, he may not have the opportunity to go to the presidential villa to go and declare and address the press corps at the presidential villa, as some people have done, because he's not a member of the APC. But he indicated that charity begins at home. Three, Peter Obi, in declaring interest in the presidency, is not using proxies. And this was the point we made just now, when we had a gentleman called Emeka Ugu, who came to speak on behalf of, or is it Emeka Chukwu, who came to speak on behalf of the Amechi Mandate project. And we said, are you speaking for Rotimi Amechi, or you are speaking as all these Beleface Front proxy groups? And he said, he clarified it at the end of the day, that he was speaking on behalf of Amechi. But this is Peter Obi speaking with his own mouth to say, I want to be president of Nigeria. And we keep making the point, if you want to be president of Nigeria, we don't want to hear that some people are pushing you. Be courageous enough to say, this is what I want. Four, I think this is the fourth point. Peter Obi is running on the basis of his own record. He said, I did it in Anambra, I want to do it in Nigeria.
In Nigeria,
so
yes.
It's for those who are interested in his candidacy to check what he did in Anambra. And whatever he did in Anambra is in the public domain. And then he's one of those first few persons who are talking about an agenda. In declaring, he stated his agenda.
Yes, he did.
I want to create jobs. I want to turn Nigeria around. I want to move Nigeria from the point where it is to another point. I want to manage resources very well. Okay? From even his declaration, you can have key bullet points about what he wants to do. What is not clear is whether he's going to remain in the PDP, where zoning is open, or maybe we go to another platform. That, for me, is the only part of it that is remaining. But it's within his constitutional right to say that he wants to run as president of Nigeria. And as it is, more and more people are showing up within the public space. But as I keep saying on this program, we should engage them at the level of ideas. What are they going to do about capital importation dropping? What are they going to do about the mess in the foreign exchange regime in Nigeria? What are they going to do about the problem with food supply in Nigeria? Okay? Let nobody just come around and wear fanciful clothes and say, I look handsome enough to be president. No, we are not interested in people's looks or their weight. Because one man yesterday was saying, I've added weight, I look handsome. No, that's not the kind of message that we want to hear. We want serious-minded people who are engaging us at the level of serious proposals.
I think more importantly, people should go out and vote. Before I take your comment, Rufai, in another development, the Independent National Electoral Commission on Thursday raised the alarm that there are over 1 million permanent voter cards printed before the 2019 elections that are yet to be collected in Lagos State. Well, the INEC resident electoral commissioner, Olusegun Agbaje, who made the announcement, said that the PVCs are still available at all 20 local government areas in Lagos. Let's take some comments from people on Twitter reacting to the story. This is from Ronald, who wrote, some of these PVCs were hoarded by INEC staff at the local government offices who pretended that they were not ready, all in a bid to disenfranchise some voters. Well, Ben said, I enrolled last year and I have been going to the local government office here in Lagos. The INEC officials said that the cards are not ready yet. Rufai.
This is a very, very big matter. And I feel, number one, people should go out and collect their PVCs. But I'm also saying, if this is really very important, is there no way possible we can at least make it possible to deliver the PVCs to people? Their address is there. We have night posts. Is this something that INEC can add to their cost? Because people must get their PVCs and they must vote. And it's even more shocking for me that some people in 2019 couldn't vote in that election because they couldn't collect their PVCs. Just look at how many votes we've wasted in the country. Secondly, concerning Governor Peter Okpe, those are the kind of politics we want to see in Nigeria. The fact that you can go for somebody else's declaration and have your own declaration without rancor. It's not the politics of where people will say, state where you belong. Yeah. People have been hounded because they didn't state where they belong. And I'm asking why. People have a free, a right of choice. They could be for this person and not be for the other person. But most importantly, I want to start by interrogating what Governor Peter Okpe said. He said he's going to create jobs. How is he going to create jobs? And what kind of job is he going to create in this country? We have well over 70 to 80 million people living in abject poverty. That's a sizable number. How is he going to create jobs? We have net migration in Nigeria. 60,000 people leave this country for greener pastures every year. What kind of job? So it's not just about creating jobs. You can create very low-cadre jobs. The problem is a lot of people are creating very low-cadre jobs. That's why you see graduates are still earning 15, 20, 30,000 naira in this country. We want high-paying jobs. How is he going to bring people out of poverty? What method is he going to use? What is he going to do for SMEs? So those are the things we would like to interrogate. Yes, he stated the bullet point of the agenda, but we need to go into the granular part of all of this, one by one by one, and not for only Peter, but for every candidate in this election. We need to, let me use local parlance, we need to pieces their manifesto. And I write TV will do that here.
I'm really concerned that 1 million PVCs are just lying there. It's actually a huge problem. We talk about voter apathy. That's referring to people who, for whatever reason, maybe security fears or just not connecting particularly to any of the candidates, not having faith in the system. We talk about that and how they don't come out on election day. But we should never be speaking of people being frustrated. This is voter disenfranchisement, and it is wrong. It really is. And it's a breach of people's fundamental rights. Every effort must be made to ensure that everybody gets their PVCs. Yes. And you hear all kinds of issues like, oh, you registered here for your PVC, now you've moved here and you now cannot get it. All of these sort of obstacles should be removed so that we can actually have a free, fair and credible election, without which our democracy is not going to move forward.
Yes.
Dr. Abate, a quick comment.
Okay, one, the INEC, the Independent National Electoral Commission, is carrying out a voter registration exercise that will go on till, I think, July. I think that INEC also has a responsibility to educate the people. INEC has a voter education department. It has a voter mobilization department. That department has to be strengthened to do a lot more, because many people do not even know the processes. You register online, but you still have to go to the registration spot physically for your biometrics to be captured. Now, there is no mechanism in place for informing people when the card is ready. People are required to go there and go and collect it. So some people, if they go 2-3 times and they are told that your card is not yet ready, they get tired. That's one. So the mechanism has to be fine-tuned. The second is about voter apathy. Many Nigerians, don't even want to collect the PVC because they don't trust the process. They assume that these results are written anyway. So the politicians come around, they collect money from them. They don't want to go there. Part of the education should be to remind the people that what we have in Nigeria is a one-man, one-vote system. Go there and make your choice. Don't collect 4,000 naira and come and complain 4 years later that your elected representatives are not serving you. Now, the danger that the average voter runs is that if you don't collect that voter's card, it will end up in some character's palace. There are some obas who collect these things on behalf of clients. And they have polling booths in their palaces. And on election day, they just organize, they vote in bulk because these things are sold. One of those strange things that you find in the political process in Nigeria. And that's why it's important that the CSOs, civil society organizations, have been saying that ahead of the 2023 election, make sure you get your PVC. Because it's your power as a citizen. And make sure you use it wisely. Using it wisely means making an informed choice. Democracy allows you to make mistakes. But at least make sure you are the one taking that decision, not another person taking that decision on your behalf. Right. And then finally, of course, in Lagos State, Lagos State is the Lagos State example that has been cited of over 1 million PVCs not being collected. I guess the story is the same all over the country. So, and it's the only mechanism. And finally, again, the PVC does not expire. Because some people have been circulating the story that your PVC has expired, go and get a new one. No, it's valid for all times. And you have to keep it very well. So that if people are misinformed that it expires, they may think, oh, for that last election, I need for the next election, I need a new one. That single one that you have collected, that same one that you have collected, keep it very well.
Yes.
And 2023 is a very critical transition moment for Nigeria. Everybody must come out and vote.
Yeah, I thought it was important to highlight this story. So those 1 million voters, go get your PVCs. Well, another story that has been trending on social media is the story of Dr. Owen, a medical doctor who was brutally assaulted and shot at multiple times by a naval officer on Saturday, March 19th. Well, Dr. Owen got into an altercation with a naval officer and sustained multiple stab wounds to his neck, chest, and right arm simply for parking his car close to the naval officer's house. Well, after that incident, the doctor, accompanied by his friend, went to the police station in Lekki to lodge a report and was able to mobilize 3 policemen to the scene of the incident for investigation. Well, unfortunately, upon getting to the scene of the incident, the naval officer, without warning, aimed a loaded gun and opened fire on both the doctor and the police officers who accompanied him, striking the doctor multiple times in his thigh and pelvic area, while the naval officer further attacked the doctor, who laid helpless on the ground in a pool of his own blood, striking him multiple times with his gun, and was quoted as saying he will kill the doctor and the federal government will thank him later. Well, Dr. Owen was then rushed to a nearby hospital where he is currently receiving treatment. Well, we've gotten reports from the Navy, and also the police has confirmed that these people actually went to the police station to lodge this report. We're still waiting to know if these man was an actual naval officer who brutalized Dr. Owen. This story has been trending for like 2 days now, I believe. He's your friend?
Yeah, so he's somebody I know. So some updates on the story. When it broke, we contacted the naval authorities, and they have investigated. They've arrested this man. So he's indeed a seaman, all right, a low-ranking.
But his name is not Ruben.
No. His name is not Ruben. I mean, neither is his name Ruben Daly. Okay. So it's such a sad story. So what happened was he went to a spa Saturday night. He was looking for a point to park, and the seaman was guarding somebody's house, and he told him don't park there, and an altercation ensued, stabbed him multiple times, as he said. And he went to the police station, filed a report, brought some police officers, then he shot back at him. But the Navy is on top of it. The Navy should issue a statement probably today, tomorrow, as regards that. But they say he's been arrested and they're investigating the matter. But we must try as much as possible, you know, to speak up as regards things like this. It is not right, because Dr. Owen could have just lost his life. As we speak, before we got on air, I was chatting with him. He's going in for the 3rd or 4th surgery. In fact, he's in surgery as we speak again. And a lot is going on, you know, as regards this case. But the Navy said they're investigating. We must see this to a logical conclusion. You know, he must get justice. This is not right. This is not right in any way.
So unfair. I don't know if we should continue talking about this story. It's such a sad story. Let's just take our final story of a video showing players of the Super Eagles of Nigeria jumping out of the plane onto passenger stairs that were provided for them upon arrival for the World Cup qualifiers match has garnered several reactions, with some Nigerians stating that the reception was unacceptable, while others called for the same treatment to be given to Ghanaian players when they arrive in Nigeria for the return leg of the qualifiers. Well, let's take a look at the video before we come back for a discussion. What type of unfair treatment is this, Dr. Abati? I mean, these are players, they need their legs. Why would they be jumping from the airplane to the staircase, like that low staircase like that?
This issue was raised when Aaron Akerejola came
he did? Okay, good.
Headline.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And some of the comments, you know, for want of time, Nigerians are saying that this requires reciprocal action.
Yes.
That when they come here, 4 days from today, the Black Stars of Ghana, we should also arrange for them to come down from the aircraft with ropes.
Yes.
Or they should be asked to jump from the aircraft onto the ground for treating Nigeria, because there's something called reciprocity in football. Yeah. Because before now, we said yesterday on this program that there are plans to make the Super Eagles uncomfortable. It was COVID-19 test we were talking about yesterday. We didn't know that they had adopted another strategy of using passenger stairs. Any of those players could have fallen down.
Yes.
When they come here for this time, Rufai, maybe we'll delegate you to go to the airport.
Yes, I'm gladly like to go. We'll just be throwing rope at them.
Shimmy down the road.
Yes, we just.
But what is important?
This was just
what is important? The Super Eagles should beat them silly today, and all of us will be watching.
Yes.
Really awful.
That is what is important.
Matthew, please buy the rope.
Thank you very much.
Well, you guys have a great weekend. Tundu, this is unfair. You have to say something.
Say something,
I'm completely
Tundu.
outraged.
Yes.
How very dare they treat our boys in that fashion?
Yes.
It's a complete disgrace. This is not how to treat Nigeria.
No.
We will not stand for it.
Absolutely.
Yes,
well, all right. Thank you all. That's all I have for you on What's Trending today. I'll see you all next week.